In just 9 days, a simple video changed everything. It wasn't a glossy music video or a celebrity launch. It was a grainy clip of a 47-year-old woman standing on a stage, facing an audience that had already judged her before she sang a single note. When she opened her mouth, the room fell silent. The singer was Susan Boyle, and the moment came from her audition on Britain's Got Talent in 2009. Within days, the video spread across the internet and reached over 100 million views. People everywhere were stunned by the contrast between expectation and reality. But that brief moment of surprise was only the visible part of a much longer story. Behind that voice were decades of quiet struggle, persistence, and hope. To understand why her performance moved millions, we have to go back long before the viral clip, to a small town in Scotland where her journey began. Growing up in a small Scottish town, Susan Magdalene Boyle was born on April 1, 1961, in Blackburn, West Lothian, Scotland, the youngest of 10 children in a working-class family. Life in the town was simple and quiet, and big dreams rarely seemed within reach. Her parents, Bridget and Patrick Boyle, raised their children with strong values and faith. Susan's birth was difficult, and as she grew up, it became clear she learned differently from many other children. School was not always easy. She often struggled to keep pace in the classroom and sometimes felt misunderstood by those around her. Like many children who feel different, she experienced teasing from classmates, which made those early years especially challenging. Yet even during those difficult moments, there was one place where Susan felt completely herself: when she sang. Music quickly became the language through which she could express emotions that words sometimes couldn't capture. Finding comfort in music. From a young age, Susan discovered that singing brought her peace. Her voice had a warmth and clarity that people noticed whenever she performed. She sang in church, at school events, and at small gatherings in her community. These early performances were simple: church halls, local talent nights, and community centers, but they gave her a sense of purpose. Music didn't ask her to change who she was. It simply welcomed her. At home, she often practiced in her room, singing songs that filled the quiet spaces of daily life. While others might have seen these moments as small, they were incredibly meaningful for Susan. Singing allowed her to imagine a bigger world beyond her town. It also helped her build confidence during years when encouragement was not always easy to find. Even then, those closest to her could see that her voice carried something special. A mother's encouragement. One of the most important influences in Susan's life was her mother, Bridget Boyle. She believed deeply in her daughter's talent and encouraged her to perform whenever possible. Bridget often attended Susan's local competitions and supported her dream of singing professionally. That encouragement mattered enormously. For Susan, her mother's belief was a steady source of confidence during moments of doubt. Throughout her 20s and 30s, she entered talent contests, attended auditions, and even recorded a small demo tape in 1999. Yet opportunities rarely led anywhere significant. The entertainment world often favors youth, polished image, and industry connections, things Susan didn't have. Each time she faced disappointment, she returned home to Blackburn and continued singing locally. Though the wider world had not yet noticed her, she never completely abandoned the dream her mother believed in. Years of quiet responsibility life gradually settled into a quieter rhythm. After Susan's father passed away in 1997, she spent many years helping care for her mother. Those years were filled with ordinary routines: shopping trips, church visits, and caring for their home. While the world outside moved quickly, Susan's life remained centered in Blackburn. When Bridget passed away in 2007 at age 91, Susan was 46 and living alone for the first time. It was a deeply emotional period for her. Yet her mother's encouragement continued to echo in her mind. She remembered the promise she had made to keep trying with her music. That promise would soon lead her toward an opportunity she almost missed. An audition notice appeared for a television show searching for new talent. After some hesitation, Susan decided to apply, walking onto the Britain's Got Talent stage. In April 2009, Susan traveled to Glasgow, Scotland for an audition for Britain's Got Talent. Backstage, she stood among contestants who seemed younger and more confident. When she stepped onto the stage, the audience didn't know what to expect. The judges, Simon Cowell, Amanda Holden, and Piers Morgan asked a few questions about her life. Susan explained she wanted to be a professional singer like Elaine Paige. Some people in the audience chuckled, unsure of what they were about to hear. Then the music began. She chose to sing "I Dreamed a Dream" from the musical Les Miserables. Within seconds, the laughter disappeared. The audience grew quiet, and by the end of the performance, the entire room was on its feet. It was a moment few who witnessed it would ever forget. The internet discovers Susan Boyle. Soon after the broadcast, the audition clip was uploaded to the internet. Within days, millions of people watched it. The video quickly became one of the most shared performances online. News outlets across the world began telling Susan's story. Suddenly, the quiet woman from Blackburn was appearing on international television programs and receiving offers from record labels. Fame arrived with incredible speed. For someone who had spent most of her life outside the spotlight, the sudden attention felt overwhelming at times. Interviews, photo shoots, and travel filled her schedule. While many people celebrated her success, the experience also required a huge adjustment. Still, she remained focused on the things she loved most: singing. From viral star to recording artist. Later that year, Susan released her debut album, I Dreamed a Dream. The response was extraordinary. The album became one of the fastest-selling debut records in the United Kingdom and reached the top of charts in multiple countries. Millions of listeners connected with the sincerity in her voice. Rather than relying on flashy vocal tricks, Susan sang melodies simply and beautifully, letting the emotion of the song speak for itself. The album's success proved that her audition had not been a one-time surprise. She was a genuine recording artist. Concert tours followed, bringing her voice to audiences across Europe and North America. The woman who once performed in small community halls was now singing on some of the world's most famous stages. Continuing the musical journey, Susan didn't stop after her first success. She released several more albums, including The Gift in 2010, and later projects filled with classic songs and musical theater favorites. Each album reflected her love for traditional melodies and heartfelt storytelling through music. Over time, she performed in major venues, appeared at special events, and even sang during celebrations connected to the British royal family. While the intense media spotlight eventually softened, Susan continued to build a steady career. Her concerts attracted loyal fans who admired both her voice and her authenticity. She proved that long-term success does not always require constant headlines. Sometimes it simply comes from continuing to do what you love with dedication and honesty, staying true to her roots. Despite global fame, Susan Boyle chose to stay in her hometown of Blackburn, West Lothian, Scotland. Rather than moving to a lavish mansion, she renovated the same modest house where she grew up. For Susan, that home represented comfort, memories, and a sense of stability that fame could never replace. The familiar streets, neighbors, and routines kept her grounded, even as her music reached audiences worldwide. She continued attending her local church and living a quiet life in the community that shaped her. While many celebrities move away after success, Susan valued the simple life she had always known and felt happiest staying close to her roots.